Hello. So, a while ago, I got this MacBook Pro, probably before I started doing anything significant with the channel, um, even before the video about the W500 workstation. And I've just had this sitting around for a while. Mostly, I haven't done anything with it because I didn't have a charger for it. Um, well, I ended up finding one for $2 at Goodwill. So, wait, let me just make sure the sound is working. Or wait, I think it is. Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. So anyways, I got it and I decided I'd try to do something with it. This MacBook is from 2009. It's got a Core 2 Duo and some sort of older NVIDIA GPU. So this was a pretty high-end machine for its time. Um, and and yeah, we'll see what it does. I'm gonna try out Windows 10, possibly Linux. I'm deciding Windows 10 first, just uh, see what it does. That's the one I feel like will have the most issues, so that might be the most entertaining. hmm So first, I'm gonna start by open it up. I already removed some of the screws ahead of time to make this a bit easier. So it's got an interesting little lever. This was back when Macs were actually pretty repair friendly. They even have little diagrams here to show you how to do things. Pretty nice. So when I originally got this laptop, it didn't come with any hard drive or SSD drive. And we open it up here. We can open that up pretty easily. We see it's got two fans. So, this was considered one of the most powerful MacBooks of the time. I mean, I'll upgrade the RAM. I got some RAM to upgrade it. It's got a two gigabyte sticks. So I believe this model takes a maximum of 8 GB. So I'm gonna pull the other one here, and we got some Dell RAM. It actually came from that Dell E6410 video I shot. So we're gonna put some. It should work because they're both DDR3. We will see. So put this two Dell 4 GB modules in here. And we also got an SSD, 120 GB BX500. Should be quite a nice speed upgrade to the original mechanical drive. I've actually never installed an operating system on a Mac, so we'll have to see how this goes. I've already formatted this to just being a blank drive, so I guess I'll see. I don't know if it'll accept the legacy boot drive. Well, if it'd be anyone, we'll see what it accepts. So I've got this panel. This panel goes first, and this is supposed to stay up. And you just slide little clips down here and you press it in. This thing comes apart pretty easily and goes back together pretty easily. Pretty neat. Pretty different than a lot of newer Macs. So also something I found out about this, I did do a little bit of pre-testing, but it actually does hold a charge, the battery, so if I just turn it on, see, it actually starts to turn on even though I think the battery is the original one from 15 years ago. Pretty incredible, it still works. So I'm going to plug this in just so it doesn't die. We'll see. I'm going to see if it recognizes this first. If this doesn't work, I've got another idea to test, but I just want to see if it'll just recognize. Okay, so the little flashing thing went away, so I think it's recognized it. So while that is, see if that loads in a bit. While that waits, I could talk about a few updates. So as you can see here, I'm using this ThinkPad Carbon X to view the comments as y'all are talking. So I can see Thomas Lee said hello, and Implicit Flower is waving hello. And I did have an X13, but I ended up selling that. I know that computer was better, but I think that computer could live on from someone else, since it's still pretty new, and I'm figured someone else could benefit from it more than I could. Well, I did sell it, so I mean, it's not like I gave it away for free, but just something that's going on. So I'm thinking if this doesn't load soon, if it doesn't load the install, what I might try and do is install Windows on the X201, a different laptop, and then just transfer the drive over to this. I think it'll boot, or it might boot. We'll see. Because I don't think whatever the Mac BIOS is set up to recognize whatever the Windows boot thing is, especially from that age. But let's see. We can figure something else out here. We got the ThinkPad X201. This one is from 2010. And I've chose that one because, well, just felt like taking it out today. And let's see. And it was close by. Okay, we got the other SSD here. And yeah, this still isn't getting anything. So I'll just shut it down here. Probably should have removed the battery when I installed the RAM. I could have shocked myself. Gotta keep good practices. Yeah, but oh wow, that is pretty easy to remove though. It's just you just pull it out and it's magnetically attached. Wow, it's actually pretty easy. And I'll just leave this open for now. Oh, got it upside down. I always get it wrong. And I'm not going to bother screwing it back on for now. See if it has any battery. I should get a charger just in case, because it is this is actually still on its original battery as well, so can't really expect much in terms of how well that's gonna work. I'm gonna go and get a charger for that real quick. I left that upstairs. Oh, I got a microphone that can travel with me now. That's pretty good. All right, seems like that is working. And I'm gonna have to unplug. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Yeah, I meant to grab a barrel plug. Uh, right. And I'm not gonna bother with any product key things. This isn't gonna be like a final solution for this computer. This is just me experimenting, seeing how this is gonna go. once I transfer the drive. Interesting comparison between the sizes of these. I'm gonna say I don't have a product key. And we'll do, just for fun, we'll do Windows 10 Home. That'll be hilarious. Pretty dark in here, it seems. Does it seem dark in here to you? It seems kind of dark. Oh, let's see if I can fix that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out something better with the lighting long term. Just seems pretty dim. Thomas Lee had a YouTube logo. Yes, this is YouTube. Curious if I change this a little bit. Hmm. Apologize if I seem kind of tired. It's because I am. Hmm. All right, getting ready to pull it. I call this the pull-out method. You gotta wait until it's over and then you pull it out. Mm-hmm. There. Pull-out method. Okay, and I think once it loads up, I'm not gonna. I want to see what the installation seems like once it is. I don't want to stop it right now because it's doing the getting ready, and I don't want to corrupt it or anything. But I'm gonna wait until it's loaded into the first screen, and then I'm just gonna shut it off and move it over to the Mac. Then we'll see if it'll start the rest of the installation on there. Could have chosen a faster computer for this, but gotta love the X201. It's a nice little machine. I can't imagine that I would sell that one. I'll probably keep that one for a long time. Oh, there's. Okay. Quiet. Quiet. All right, time to exit out of that. Something on fire out there? Hold on, what's going on? Hear an alarm. Oh, nope, nope, just imagining it. Oh, oh, I see a bird eating a worm. Huh. False alarm. All right. That in there, and I'll put the X201 stuff off to the side for now. I might need it again a little bit, or not. I might not. Let's see. I'll put it down here. And I'll put the battery in. How does this go in again? It slides in. No, wait. Okay, the end is here. Go in like this. No, this is okay. I think no, it's not going all the way down. Why is that not? Why is it not going in? Oh, I think it does it slide sideways. Maybe it helps if I open this. Taking it out was pretty easy. How do I put this back in? Am I putting it? See the contacts. This part slides in this way. We are learning today how this works. Actually, I think the little lever on this is supposed to be pulled. Oh, yes, the lever on here needs to be pulled. It's got a little mechanism. Okay. That's how it goes in. You have to pull the lever. And I have to pull the lever before this goes in as well. Okay. The lever goes in when everything is back together. I kind of like the design, though. I mean, I like how it has a little lever. And all right, I'm going to turn it on. See what it does. And fingers crossed. Oh, it's doing something. Windows. Okay. It is booting up. Classic Mac, needlessly complex. Well, yeah, it is. I mean, it is kind of complex. I guess they didn't need to make it that complex, but it does. I think it does feel pretty sturdy, though. I think it is a little bit brighter if I move it back, or it looks brighter. I think if I'm really close, it makes it look dim. The lighting looks a lot better when it's further away. Why did my PC restart? Maybe because I put it in a Mac and it's confused. Wait, why do I have to set up a network? Could I skip this? I could skip this. I think I had some sort of issue. Don't know what it was. Maybe had something to do with the swapping the drives. Yeah. I haven't had much experience with modern Macs actually. Well, actually, I have used Macs. I've had experiences with some failing, but I think those were older ones. Well, they were middle-aged ones, like 2015. So I don't know. I think 2015 they had more issues. Oh, okay. So it's got some sort of Cortana is trying to speak, but not hear Cortana. Cortana, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Yes. Yes. Oh, it can hear me. I can't hear it, but it can hear me. Yes. No. It's hands-free. Super fancy. Good night. And I'm going to say that I don't have internet because I don't want to have to sign into Microsoft. That's the trick. They're really trying to get you to have a Microsoft account. Kind of why a lot of people are wanting to switch away from Microsoft. Completely understandable. I have no password. Someone asked a question. Why you try Windows 10/11 L? I think that's long-term support on this MacBook. I don't think this is the long-term support version, but I don't know why I'm trying it. I'm just curious to see what happens. See, it's not letting me. I'm not able to scroll down quite. In terms of why, I don't know why I do half the things I do. It's just I don't know why, but I think this is kind of funny. Like I installed Dell RAM. Now I'm installing Windows 10 on this old MacBook that was never meant to run any form of Windows. Although I do notice the left click is acting as a right click. When I do that, it doesn't work. Actually, I don't want to accept that. Good thing I clicked the wrong button. I'll probably want to try and figure out like what's the newest version of Mac OS I can install on here. Because something I realized, I think some of these Macs are getting quite collectible, so it'd be probably beneficial to try and put something on it that's Mac related. Although I don't really like the Mac software, but at the same time, um, it's something that I don't have as much experience with that I might want to mess around with. I've mostly dealt with installing either Windows or or Linux, various different Linux distros, but I haven't ever installed Mac on anything. I looked at some videos on how to do it, and there's different Macs that are different. It seems like a pretty complicated thing because you can't just get an ISO file like in Windows or Linux, so it's a little bit more. It's actually a little bit more difficult to install Mac OS on a Mac than it is to install Windows. Let's see. So we are in the OS. I'm gonna open up. Oh, need to get used to the other click button. I don't know how to. Don't know how to do. I don't think it's letting me do the. Not letting me do the other click. I guess you only need one click. That's all you need. I'm gonna take a look at Task Manager. Let's see, what do we got here? All right, it's using a bit of CPU there. Typical Windows stuff, you know, just Microsoft OneDrive casually using up all of the processing power. And it's not even connected to the internet right now. And of course, it's suggesting that I use the best browser in the world, Microsoft Edge. I wish there was a button that just said never, but I've used Microsoft Edge before. I mean, it's not bad. It's just getting annoying how desperate Microsoft is, and it makes me not want to use it because of how desperate they are. What? Why is it using up? Okay. Well, it is a Core 2 Duo. It is a Core 2 Duo T 9550 2.66 gigahertz. Actually, I think that's a bit faster. I think my original ThinkPad that I had, the T400, I think that was 2.4 gigahertz, and that one was from 2008. Yes, desperation doesn't smell good. I think Microsoft is desperate to get into some of Google's business when it comes to search. Well, of course they are, but they're also wanting to try to sell advertising on the actual operating system itself. Which, I mean, even Google Chrome doesn't do that. Like, even, Google is pretty, they like to advertise everywhere, but even there's some lines that even Google won't cross when it comes to advertising, and Microsoft just doesn't seem to care about that. Sorry, a little ranty there. Okay, so it sees the memory. It does not see the GPU, so I think I'll need to connect to the internet. So I'm gonna cut the feed for a second just so you don't see my Wi-Fi password. I don't want any of you stealing my Wi-Fi. I know you won't. Just all right, I'm back. Let's see. We are connected to the Wi-Fi. All right. There we go. And it is going at a blazing fast 16 to 32 kilobits per second. I think that's pretty slow. It's got a Broadcom 802 network adapter. I'm gonna plug this. Fortunately, I've got Ethernet here. I think it'll be a lot better if I use Ethernet. Let's see, fortunately, these older Macs do have an Ethernet port, which, I mean, the newer Macs only have USB-C, but I mean, I guess you could use a dongle, but I think it's quite a bit more convenient to have the ports built in. Okay. It's possible I'm not using it as much as before. I want to see if it's installed any of, well, let me just check. Let's check out Microsoft Edge. Let's see, what's on Microsoft Edge today? Wow. They're not using this logo anymore. I wonder when they changed that. Oh yeah, they changed it back when it was Windows 8.1, like 10 years ago. Let's see if I can do a speed test. Let's see, how fast can this go in terms of internet speed? Okay, we are getting here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it can be pretty fast on Ethernet. I mean, that's just a little bit slower than my internet normally goes on Ethernet, but considering the age, I'd say pretty good. Well, 400, what? The 802, I mean, 400 megabits per second wouldn't be bad. I think there's something with the drivers of that card, so perhaps I need to install an update for it to work decently. I wonder if Windows will see that. Let's see if Windows will see the hardware of this device and perhaps update it. Let's see, let's check for updates. Oh, it's already started downloading them without my permission. Thanks, Microsoft. Thank you. It's actually decently snappy. Your passwords are more... No, thank you. What is this year model? What year model is this? Okay, so this is, I believe this is from 2009. The reason I say that, I usually date a computer by the age of its processor. And if I look up the Core 2 Duo T9550, actually, I'm going to look that up really quick on my other computer. Actually, I can just look it up on this computer instead. Why not? I've got Microsoft Edge open, and it's already using up 95% of the CPU power. I only really need 5%. That's fine. T950. All right. Core 2 Duo. I mean, even though it's it's using up quite a bit of processing power, which is mostly from the Windows update. I mean, I'd say this is just decently usable. Okay. It is from the fourth quarter of 2008. So it was technically released, the processor was released in 2008, but since it's the fourth quarter, it's late into 2008. So maybe this is late 2008, early 2009. Yeah, let's see. We'll see if Windows updates pull some of the relevant drivers. I think there's also a way to manually select the some of the drivers. Actually, I wonder if this is compatible with Windows 11. Gee, I wonder what Bill Gates is going to say about this. Let's try it out. Let's see what it says. Hmm. It needs a 1 gigahertz or faster with 2 or more cores. Actually, this is faster than 1 gigahertz, and it does have 2 cores. It's got 8 gigs of RAM. The storage, I put a 120. I don't think this has UEFI, so I know this is not officially supported. I know for sure it isn't, but uh, just curious what Windows tells me if I try to check it. Let's see if I wanted to. Is there a way? Does it let me have a thing that tests it automatically? It might not. I think I could have sworn there was something that did that. There's probably some way to install Windows 11 on this, but it's usually quite a bit harder to do than. Maybe it'll be some challenge. I'll have to do some homework on that. Usually Windows 10 is easier. Let's see. Is it? It's a little difficult using the touchpad because whenever I try to move it, it's like I have to keep it holding down. So I think I'm gonna go get a mouse real quick. I think I've got one. Oh, I've got one right here. I just have a bunch of random computer stuff laying everywhere I go. That's just how it is. All right, we got a nice General Electric mouse. Bit of let's see, is there a way I can? There, that's better. Probably would be better if I was streaming from this, actually. Does this have a video output? This does have a mini display port. I'm already streaming in with I'm already streaming in with the camera, so I don't know. I might have to get some other stuff if I want to stream this directly. Perhaps if I make a video about this, I'll be streaming. I'll be able to screen record from it. Alright, Windows Update. So if I go to View Optional Updates, Drivers. Says Lenovo LCD. Does it still think it's connected to the Lenovo? Maybe it does. It does say the NVIDIA. The ThinkPad definitely didn't have any NVIDIA graphics card in it, so I think that is for this device. Don't know if the audio will work. Intel hardware management. I'll just pick those. If it breaks, then not a big deal. Yeah, I can even see that the battery is charging. So whatever battery management in Windows is working with Mac. I mean, certain things like that I would expect to not work. Let's see, what else could I test on this? Maybe I should do what I did in the last stream and see if CS:GO 1.6 would run, or not the real CS:GO. It's like the online version 1.6. Let's see, or Counter-Strike. Am I human? Yes, I think so. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see, which one am I going to choose? See if we can connect to Asia. All right, suggesting I don't have the NVIDIA driver even installed, so let's see if graphics even works decently without without any drivers for them. Well, that might not work well. Might also test a random video as well. See what it does. It's interesting how this just lets you drive. It's called a private server, but you can just join them whenever. So I don't think they understand what private means. I've noticed I haven't heard any sound. I think the sound isn't. Maybe it's just a driver thing, but we'll see. Probably it might be better after a restart. So we'll see. But I want to test this out first, and maybe a video too. Let's see. Why not Windows 7? Well, I'm certain that Windows 7 would definitely be smoother. Definitely a lot less bloated than Windows 10 and 11. Um, I mean, I guess I don't have a Windows 7 install disk readily available. Um, but just wanted to see how well a 15-year-old computer like this can run a modern operating system. Just kind of for, as someone else said earlier, for the lulz, for the just to try it out. This probably won't be a long-term solution. I'm probably gonna later install just a regular Mac OS or whatever the newest version this model will accept, and maybe I'll test it out then. What I'm not exactly sure. What exact model is this? Let me try and see. Maybe it says underneath. This is can't quite see. There's text there, but I can't quite see it very well. Let's see if I can. Designed by Apple in California, assembled in China. This is model number A1286. So yeah, that's the model, and it is a MacBook Pro. Oh, I am in. Let's see. I'm gonna be a counter-terrorist. Like when you say, can I install Windows 7? You mean like can I, like, is it possible, or like, are you asking me to just do that at the moment? Because I probably won't do that right now, but um, let's see. Oh my, am I? Wait, am I playing this? Oh, I can. Okay, I am actually in this right now. It's a bit freezy. To be fair, I don't have the graphics drivers installed. It's gonna need to reset, but I am in it. Um, if you, let's see, I am able to. Well, oh, I think I am being shot at. Perhaps I don't know. Is that person on my side? No, I don't think he is. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're both. I think we're probably both playing on old computers right now. He's probably testing out like a Toshiba or something. Oh, oh, okay, B1. Okay, well, I'm going to, if I leave now, they're gonna think I'm rage quitting, but you know, it doesn't matter. I'm rage quitting. I'm not mad, but I just want to restart the computer because I was doing a test, and I'll see if it runs any better after I've restarted it, because then the graphics drivers will be installed. But I want to test a video. Computer. Let's see. Can we watch my own live stream? Oh, y'all were just looking at my back this whole time. That's not very good live stream etiquette. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it seems to have loaded up. It is at 360p. I don't know if I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I think that those probably could somehow be installed on the MacBook. I haven't tested it out, but I think there's a way to install Windows XP or Windows 8.1 on a MacBook. I haven't done it before. This is actually the first MacBook I've really had experience with, because I mostly deal with Windows or Windows-based computers. Let's see, can this do 1080p? All right. So I think it's actually, is it actually managing 1080p? I don't know if it is. Well, I'm going to restart it and see if there's any improvements after that. I think the SSD helps quite a bit because not using it a whole lot. So let's see. Doesn't have an option for sleep, but probably because there does not recognize the hardware yet. Yeah, when I tested it, there wasn't any well, there wasn't the right click becomes the left click, and then there is no right click. So I'm using the right button as a left click. So I'm just using the actual just a plug-in mouse to move it around. Maybe it'll be better after it loads in. Let me test it out. Let's see. So this moves around. Um, oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So it seems like that clicked, and if I, oh, well, I think I just installed. Maybe just, oh, it's flickering. Let's see, what's it doing here? Maybe it's installing some graphics related things that sometimes happens when graphics things are being installed. Let me see what it's doing. Task manager. Okay. Windows isn't using 100% of the processing power right now, but there is a NVIDIA related thing running, an update. We'll see if there's any updates for this 15-year-old GPU. But it does seem like I could have sworn I was able to click this. Or maybe it's already clicked. Is it clicked already? No, it's not. Oh, no, it's back to the way it was before. Could have sworn that worked for a second. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Nope. Not quite. Actually, wait, let me, does it see the NVIDIA? Oh, and it seems like it's wait, is this something that normally comes on Windows? I don't think I see something that says 3D Vision Photo Viewer. I don't know if that's something that normally gets installed on MacBooks or if that's something that normally I haven't seen that before. Don't know what that is. If I open up Device Manager, I should see the graphics card. I don't see it in Task Manager, but I should see it in. Okay, I do see it in there, so it does definitely see it. What does this do? Oh, you said two fingers are for a right click. Huh. Okay, that might be a special Mac thing that I don't know about. Because, like I said, I don't really have much experience with that. See if I. Wait. Maybe that's the way it normally is, but I think Windows might be not liking whatever it did on original Macs. So wait, people are saying that it's a dual GPU, two NVIDIA GPUs. Oh, it's an old feature for 3D stuff on NVIDIA GPUs. Huh. That's something I don't know too much about. I'll have to look into that. Oh, and someone's at the door. Hold on.
Hey, just want to
Hey.
make sure you're home. Thanks very much.
Oh,
Have a
thank
good
you.
day. Bye.
Okay, I did get some other goodies, so perhaps there's a nice little surprise towards the end of the stream. I've got some laptops that just arrived. Yes, I know I shouldn't be purchasing more, but I did. But we're going to explore this Mac a little bit, and then if we have some time, I might just get a sneak peek of see what those are all about. See if how honest the eBay seller was. So I'm gonna go to YouTube again, just to see. I'd say I think it's pretty snappy. Let's just see. Can this video play at 1080p? Let's see. Still not getting any sound, but who needs sound? Oh, I might actually test some things out in Windows. Maybe I need to change something. Okay, so full screen. It is freezing a little bit. Yeah, it's struggling a little bit here. It's I mean, I'd say computers when you get to before 2010, they kind of struggle at playing videos at 1080p. But it's just dropped itself to 720p, so let me see if it holds well at that. Yeah, seems to be doing pretty decently at 720p. Well, as soon as I move the mouse, it stutters a little bit. Did it drop in quality anymore? No, it's hanging decently at 720p. It's doing better than the computer with 2 gigabytes of RAM. All right, what else could I test on here? I am very curious about the 3D Vision viewer. I tried to open that already, but it seems like it won't quite open. I think it might be that I don't know, maybe it's not meant to work with Windows 10 since it's an older feature. Maybe it's was more geared towards Windows 7 and Windows Vista. Let's see what else. I'm gonna see if I can get the sound working, and I'm going to move the camera so you don't keep seeing my shoulder pass in front of it. That's got to be really annoying. I feel so bad for you all. Well, not really, but it's got to be annoying with my. Oh, I don't mean to sound harsh. I don't mean to. I mean, yes, it's got to be annoying that my shoulder keeps passing in front of the camera, so I apologize for that. Okay, speakers are. Maybe if I choose the other audio interface. Let me see. Something went wrong on our end. Okay. Seems like the troubleshooter isn't quite working. Interesting. Oh, it says I need to activate Windows. So I think, yeah, because this is not activated and there is no Windows product key associated with this device, so it's not going to let me mess with that too much. I'm curious about the battery settings. See if I unplug this. Let me see if the Wi-Fi is any better. I'm gonna test to see if the Wi-Fi is any better now that the drivers are installed. Let's see. But I'm gonna first get to the tester, and then I'm going to disconnect the Ethernet, and let's see what it does. And start. Zero 0.56 megabits per second. Oof. It's really struggling here. Oh, okay. The upload speed is faster, but the download speed is pretty slow. I think the drivers still are not quite working the way that they should be. Let me plug this back in. And rerun it. And that is a lot better after I plugged in the Ethernet. Hello, Ryzen user. It's alright if you're late. You could always watch the whole thing later if you're interested. But I might do a better video out of this and crop out the more interesting parts and maybe do a better job with that. Something I might test out in terms of editing, because it might be better to do large segments at a time and then just edit in the most interesting parts, because I'm sure there's a lot that could be a lot that is not as interesting to all of you in terms of some of the things I'm doing here. Let's see. Before I end the segment and perhaps oh yeah, but before I do that, any ideas of anything I should test on here? I want to get something really quick because I want to cover up I just want to get a sticker real quick. I'll be right back, and y'all can think of anything, if there's anything you want to test on there. Want me to try out on the Mac. It's only for theming, like background wallpaper. Oh, like changing the settings? Yeah. DI says no upload. Says yes. I would probably avoid posting links to pictures. Maybe if you want to Google search of a picture, but I might look at it on my own computer to make sure that I'm not going to show a picture of anything inappropriate. I would be. Yeah, maybe I would wonder how Arch would run. I was thinking of doing a challenge video where I install Arch on a computer. And I mean, I did daily drive Linux for 2 years, but it was Ubuntu, and I think Arch would be quite different. And the challenge will be essentially, I install it on that computer, and I can't use any other operating system. I can only use Arch Linux. I can't use my phone to Google things. I can use the browser on Arch Linux, but I have to only use Arch Linux. So I don't really have a Discord for I don't have a Discord for the channel. I haven't really thought about making one. Oh, so you could send information about the MacBook Pro Arch and Mac OS 12 and Windows? I could think about starting a Discord at some point. Um, I just seems like it might be a little, I don't know. It seems like it might be a bit of a maintenance having to deal with moderation, because I wouldn't be able to like moderate it full time. Perhaps I do have a Reddit I do have a Reddit account for the channel. I actually have posted a few things on it. I'm not going to log in, but I will search it. Oh, I accidentally capsed it. Oh, I just noticed the caps lock has a little green light on it. Ah, so you do daily drive the MacBook. This one is from, I think you're saying what? I think someone said 2012. This one is from 2009, so we'll see. Okay. So yeah, I do have a Reddit account if there's information about this computer you want to send. It's the user is Duraputer. Here's one of the posts I made. It's just a little clip from one of the videos I had. Let's see, did anyone else have a suggestion? Maybe if I make a full video, if you have some things you could suggest as a test or something, if you want to put that in the comments, and I can look through these comments later, and maybe I'll make a full featured video. But in just a little bit, I did get a box with some other laptops, so you might get a sneak peek of what I've got and also see at the same time I open it. I just want to get a sticker out real quick because I want to cover up my address. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna shut it down. Oh, and in case you didn't see, didn't see something impressive, I unplug everything. The battery still holds a charge after all this time. Don't know how long it'll last, but pretty impressive that it still lasts. Okay, so you have the same, pretty much the same thing. That's pretty interesting. But what operating system did you say you used for your MacBook? I'm kind of curious. What works best for you? Let's see. Anything I need to? Hold on. Oh, so you got 3 different operating systems that you use. Yeah, I'm gonna open this up. Let's see what I've got. And I'm gonna be out in front here. Oh, hold on. Let me just okay. I think that should be all of them. So we got a ThinkPad. See if y'all can tell which this is. And we got another ThinkPad. Yep. And these two were sold as is and does not come with a charger. However, I do have one upstairs, so let me just go and test it. Maybe I'll just test them out, just see if they turn on. Well, let's see. Oh, wow. This is the first T480 that I have come across. And I gotta say, just feeling it, it does feel like quite an impressive machine. Let's see, plug it in. Okay. And let's see what it does. Battery installed is not supported and will not charge. Replace with the correct Lenovo battery. Okay. It might have a different battery in it. Might have to remove it. Seems like the screen has a bit of a mark on it. I'll have to see if that'll clean up. Yeah, it actually feels heavier than I expected it would. So it seems like they have installed Windows 11 on it, which is I think what they had said. Let's see. Does it see any of the batteries? Because I think this model has 2 batteries, so... Okay, one of the batteries is charging. I think the other one is not seen, so I may need to change one of them. Now, one thing is this was sold from an organization that it was like an e-cycle place, but they're like I think like a charity funded place. So I don't know. They didn't have a very good description of this device, so I was taking quite a bit of risk. One thing I'm worried about, it wants to do an update. I don't want to do an update right now. Whatever. And I don't know if the BIOS is locked or not. So I guess we'll both find out together. Let's see, interrupt normal settings and F1, entering setup. Okay, it looks like it is not locked, thankfully. Did not say if it was locked or not in the description, so that is good. Because I would not be able to get in here, I think. Yep. So that's good. I mean, it seems like so far this model has a mild blemish on the screen, and one of the batteries is dead. And also not the right battery, so far seems good. I'm just going to exit. All right, I can check the message on Reddit later. I'm still getting this warning here. I might have to look into that later, but I won't worry about that right now. Seems like there's some icky stuff on the side there. The keyboard. I might need to clean this model a little bit. I gotta say, this does feel like a pretty solid device here. Let's see, how's the... I mean, it holds pretty sturdy. And I'll take a look at the other one I got. I got two of them because combined, two of them ended up being cheaper than one of them professionally refurbished, and I just like taking risks sometimes. So we got this other one here. Already, I mean, seems decent. We'll see once I plug that in. I believe both of these have i5-8250Us, so not like the highest processor of these, like not the most highest performance, but um, I think that that is a pretty decent processor, at least compared to older models. This one didn't have any errors, so this one doesn't have any unauthorized batteries in it. Forgot to check if the BIOS was open on this one. What is that? System preparation tool. Oh, this one already has some charging. Let's see. It's got... Does it have both the batteries working? Okay, actually both the batteries are recognized on this one. Huh. Okay. See, is that a blemish there? I probably will end up wiping both these hard drives. I think I personally, even though this was from supposedly a charity organization, I never know if they install some malware. Well, I guess Microsoft already installs malware on all their computers, but, I guess the unusual malware, I would say. So I think both of these, I believe both of these come with 8 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, 8 gigs. I did order some other RAM, so I probably will upgrade both these to 16. It's got the i5 H250U, and it's got a 256 SSD. Yeah, just seems like overall a decent machine. Oh, the free Windows version. Well, I mean, it's not that they're free, but they do come with their fair share of bloatware, of course. I might do some tests where with these two computers, I probably eventually sell one of them, but that'll be quite a while from now. I intend to do maybe a video where I'm testing two different things, maybe either two different operating systems, or maybe see like, oh, if one of them has a hard drive, or I don't know. I'm gonna think of something. But I just want to test real quick, see if this is see if I can enter the BIOS, because I don't know if this one is locked. Oh wait, did it just... Oh, I didn't want it to log in. Hold on. I think this one might be set to fast fast boot or quick boot or whatever it's called. It is. Okay, I think there's a way I can enter the BIOS in a different way. I just want to check to see if this is unlocked. I mean, the other one is unlocked, so I guess I'll find out later. I don't want to make you all sit through that, so just a little sneak peek. The 8250U is just a step down from the 8350U, and the top end 8650U would throttle and only be half as fast as the 350U. And so in reality, the 250U is pretty good, just slightly slower. Hold shift on reset. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Or was it restart or yeah, I think something with the i7s is to keep them from throttling in these models, you gotta have like the double heat pipe models. Like you gotta upgrade it to the double heat pipe. But I have heard of people having issues with thermals because the double heat pipes ends up being a lot better in terms of in cooling. Oh no, I think I did the wrong thing. Hold the shift. Oh, hold the shift and then click restart. Okay, I think I did. Yeah, I figured I had interpreted you wrong. All right, hold it and then click restart. All right, let me enter the BIOS. F1. Let's see, is it locked? It is. It looks like it is not locked, but let me change it to, I think, okay, yeah, it's in quick boot mode. I'm gonna change it to, can I just change it to, I think diagnostics mode. I think diagnostic mode makes it a bit slower. That's what I prefer. So, yeah. Well, I'm pretty lucky that they were both unlocked because the description did not say if they were locked or unlocked, and I was taking a risk, but I think so far so good. But yeah, thanks for the advice. So yeah, thanks for joining me in this live stream. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. Probably was a little bit boring, but something I'm trying out with some new equipment. I don't know how good the sound is. It's I'm using a different little sound thing. I don't know if you've noticed. I've got a little gray-haired guy here. So we'll see. I guess I'll check it later, see how decent the sound was. So I'll see you later, and bye.